What time is it?
Okay, we have some fabulous live music later on, but right now, here's the kind I prefer.
We got the son of Nate Dogg. We got Nhale in the house, man. What's up, brother? How you doing?
I'm excited to be on with you, dog. Just chilling, man.
This is the first time I've spoken to you. So tell me, what was it like growing up as the son of Nate Dogg?
You know, when you're a kid, you don't really know, who your parents are. They just your parents,
Yeah.
So I just thought I had a cool dad, that everybody knew. So I didn't really understand it, until, as I got older. And as coming up, I was in school and things like that, and I played sports and stuff. So I wanted to always, kind of do my own thing until I kind of understood what he kind of laid down for me,
Now you sound just like Pops, man, on the records. Are you trying to be that way, or does it just come out that way?
Natural, man. Like that's just me. And like I'm guessing as more music I put out, they understand like this just the sound that I grew up on. That's all I know. I try to switch it up.
Yeah.
I got records with different sounds and shit, but on all them records I sound the same, man. So it's just what I kind of grew up on, and I don't try to sound like shit. I don't even really go in there and try to hit nothing, like someone else would hit it. I just go in there and what I think sound tight and sound like me, some young player shit. I just write that.
Mm-hmm. Word, man. Let me ask you this. There's a question I had on my mind. What is the favorite song that your father made?
Personally, it's probably it's an underground record that never released called Brown Skin. But if we talking mainstream, I would say Ain't No Fun.
Corrupt, give a fuck about it, bitch. I've heard Brown Skin. That's a dope ass song. Brown Skin. Yeah.
That one. So I don't want to, they'd be like, what's that? But still I have to mention it just in case they don't know. They can, look that up. But that's the one right there.
That's dope, man. That's dope. Like I like your name. It's very creative. You incorporate your real name into it, but it's also Nhale, as in what you're about to do right now.
It didn't have nothing to do with smoking. I was one of my partners in high school. That was just my name, to him. He used to say, Nhale, what up, Nhale? And I thought to myself, that shit cool. And then out of nowhere, Snoop Dogg and Wiz Khalifa did that movie, Mac and Devin Go to High School. And they named the school after my pops, but it was his initials. So it was Nhale High School. So when I seen, and it was a weed smoking movie. So I'm like, I just attached it to all those three things. And I thought if they could build, with my own name, why can't I,
That's pretty dope, man. So what are you working on right now, man? I know Day One's working with you, and he's really excited about, what you got going on. Why don't you tell us what you got going on?
I'm working on a few records. I got a lot of features coming out. It's a new West Coast artist called Doggy Style. That's my next video I'm working on. I got some shit with Corrupting Dads, Legends. I got a lot of shit. I got some shit coming out, man. It's just the coronavirus, dog. It messed a lot of shit up that makes sense to me. I want to put the music out. I want the people to enjoy, wherever they at, wherever. Not with the mask, far away from their loved ones. Now I want them to have a party, and and it's this feel. So if I want to give them a complete feel, want them to be able to receive that.
Man, it's gonna be something else hearing you on records with Corrupt and Daz and with the rest of the Dog Pound.
Oh yeah.
Man, everybody's gonna be taken back to, your father. It's gonna be a moment.
Yeah, and what's crazy is the way they rapping on there. It sound like some shit that I grew up on. So I even be in there. This shit crazy.
Man, so what's your relationship like with Snoop? I mean, you guys hopping on records too, or what?
Oh yeah, they coming up. I really reached out to records. I just been showing them that I'm serious because I just started dropping music in what is this, February. So
Yeah.
I'm 6 months in it. So nothing's given no matter who you are. So I'm just not, hey Snoop, I need this verse because I'm whoop whoop and it's not telling how how that's gonna go or where that will fit in the legacy. So so right now I'm just working with my own name and making sure those moves will be ran right. So hopefully as I'm working, I wouldn't have to reach out to Snoop. He more likely reach out to me and see that I'm working and doing things that I need to do, and it makes sense.
So let me ask you this. I'm sure you could have been anything in life, you know, whatever you chose to do, you could have done. Why music? I know it's your father's legacy, but why make it your legacy?
Um, it's crazy because I always told myself I never was gonna do music. Like I just wasn't a music guy. I played football and all that, but I fell out of love with football as I got older. As I got older, I learned the politics in it. I learned what politics meant, and the mental side of things, and it just was a lot on me. So when I lost my dad, a lot of shit, that wouldn't have happened. So at that point, I felt like he started something that needed to be finished. So I felt like I have a bigger purpose in that area to my life and a meaning, to the world, rather than being, a person to a corporation or a person to a team that's following an organization or a history that, like I know Deion Sanders, I know the top football players, like I know those guys, and but when it comes to myself, everybody knows Nate Dogg, but I feel like the seed that I'm trying to water and plant correctly and do it, it's just never been done before. You got artist kids who's still alive, and they parents, who's a rapper, push them hard. They could be trash, they could sound nothing like the rapper, but their parents push them hard, and that's, to me, that's the real gimme. Like, those dudes have that support. They have the funds for that. They had all that. When my daddy passed away, we didn't have, the business wasn't right. Kids popped up out of nowhere, a state, shit like that.
Yeah.
So college and shit, I got this going. It just was a lot. And then I felt like, I would eventually have to get to this point. So why not just go for it now?
Wow, that's incredible, man. Do you feel the pressure of filling your dad's shoes at all?
I'm not trying to fill his shoes, so not really. I just want to clean them up and then, put mine on. I just want to, pay
Yeah,
my, because it's a lot more to me that's not even out there.
that's dope, man. I'm glad you don't feel that pressure coming in, because I know that could be something that could weigh on a lot of people.
I ain't trying to do too much when they not just being themselves, when it's not really them. That's hard. It's hard to be somebody you're not,
Yeah.
when you up. I got nothing to hide. You can check, backgrounds, all that. I'm not a handout, none of that. I'm not, they can throw. That's what's good about this. Like, I don't feel pressure, because it's like they don't really know me. Nobody really knows me. It's just right now we just giving it to them, the way talking and whatever, and then we're gonna wild them with shit, so, because I just feel like my pops didn't get the proper recognition or the proper homage. I think it's there. I think the love is there, but I feel like it wasn't to end, so in the way that it ended is the reason why it wasn't done correctly. If that makes sense. Like, though he did it and he laid it down, he definitely, something to look up to, but in a way I want to be different, in a sense, my business, right, in ways that fans wouldn't understand,
Yeah, I understand.
Yeah.
So you said you just started putting out records in February. How do you find the recording process? Are you finding it a challenge to learn? Because it's not easy to just get into the booth and just, you got to take direction from producers, and you got to structure songs, and
that I think that's when I realized, like, I grew up in studios, because a lot of that shit just came like secondhand, Don't get me wrong, my dad put me in a booth like when I was young and shit. I used to rap with his homies. I'm just a man now, so I see what music is to my foundation, to my brand, and what feeds, my family, what feeds me. So aside from, all that other shit, this is what it is,
Good stuff, man. Well, I appreciate you taking the time. I look forward to what you got to put out. You got a team behind you, so just stay in there, man, okay?
No doubt. Appreciate that, man. Appreciate that.
All right, brother. Take care, man. Peace.
Okay, we have some fabulous live music later on, but right now, here's the kind I prefer.